Hello, everyone. In this screen recording, we will learn about email politeness. At the end of this PowerPoint presentation, I hope you learn formal email format and politeness in formal email messages. Please stop this video and think about these questions. Here I have 6 email messages that students have written to their professors. We are going to use these email messages to learn about email politeness. Email number 1. Dear Mary, please email the syllabus of the course ENG 551 taught during the second semester because I would like to familiarize myself with the content of its books. My email is blah, blah, thanking you in advance. Now the question is, what do you think of the appropriateness of the pre-closing thanking you in advance in this email? Do you think it is okay to write to your professor, to write to your manager, to your supervisor, to your employer, and say thank you in advance? Think about it. Okay, it's not okay to say thank you in advance when you have a request, because this sentence implies that I know you are going to do it, and I'm thanking you before even you have the chance to decide whether you want to do it or not. So it's not a good idea to imply that you're doing it and I'm thanking you. So this is not appropriate. We will come back to this email later on for another reason. Email number 2. As you see, there is no salutation, no name, no greeting, nothing. Trust me, I receive many emails like this, without a name, without a body, without goodbye, without anything, just an attachment. This is very rude. Email number 3. Lowercase h, hello, my name is whatever, and I missed today's lecture because I'm sick. I would like to know about assignment 2. What do you think of appropriateness of the want structure in this email? I would like to know about assignment 2. This is the want structure. Is that okay to write something like this to your supervisor, to your professor? I would like to know about assignment 2. Well, it's not okay to write something as abrupt and blunt as this sentence. I would like to know about assignment 2. There are changes that you have to make in your sentences and in the information you provide in the email to make it more appropriate. We get to that in a minute. Email number 4. Mary, I collected some chunks about professional identity from the chapters that I read. I'm going to use them in my literature review that I will write tomorrow. Please take a look and see whether what I collected are necessary and important, but also whether my references are okay. Shall I include a quotation as it is, or shall I paraphrase it? All right. Please answer me as soon as possible. Thanks. Name of the student. Well, when you look at this email, it has the format to some extent. It has a name of the recipient at the beginning, you have a body, you have pre-closing, you have thanks, which is the sign-off word, and the student's name. However, what do you think of the want structure here? There are 2 want structures here. One is, please take a look, and the other one is, please answer me as soon as possible. Do you think it is appropriate to write something like this? You guessed it, no, because only because you have the word please in a sentence, it doesn't make it appropriate or polite. What can we do about it? We'll get to that in a minute. What about the word as soon as possible, ASAP? That's a no requirement. Absolutely not. Please do not write as soon as possible to your supervisor. What can you do? We'll get to that in a minute. Email number 5. Dear Paul, Dr. Paul, when can I come to your office to speak to you about a problem that I have? Thanks. Is this appropriate? The opening, Dr. Paul? Yes. But what about the information in the email? No, because it doesn't have enough information. It doesn't have some other elements that I'm going to explain later on. So this is not a good email either. Number 6, Dr. Jones, please let me know if you have received my assignment. Thank you. Well, again, the same thing. This one-liner is not enough. You don't have the writer's name, and you don't have the elements of appropriateness in this email. What can we do? Well, first, let's talk about all the emails with these regards: addressing the recipient, greeting and opening, email structure, and closing and sign-off words. Well, addressing, I don't want to go back again right away for item A only. Addressing, some of them didn't have a hi or hello. Some didn't have even a name for the recipient. That's not acceptable. For your formal emails, you gotta say, hi, Jack, hi, Mansoor, or hello, or dear Dr. whoever. So you need to have you have to address your reader properly. That's number 1. Number 2, you gotta have a greeting, like hello, like dear, like hi. You could also say good morning, good afternoon, but are you sure that your reader is going to open the email in the morning? That's why you say good morning. So be careful about the time your reader is going to open your email. So email structure, you gotta have like greeting, you gotta have an opening, you gotta have a body, you gotta have closing, or maybe pre-closing and closing, and then sign-off word. I will show you an example and see exactly how they should look like. And closing sign-off words, we will have a different sheet to show you the differences between the sign-off words. Okay. 2 things that you need to apply when you write a request email or any kind of argumentation. They're called modifications. We've got 2 kinds: internal modification and external modification. Internal modifications are the changes you make in a sentence, or a word that you add to a sentence, the structure you change, in order to make your sentence more polite, less blunt, less sharp, and basically you package your request, or you package your sentence beautifully. Example, I was wondering if you could please let me know when it is convenient for you to do it. So the highlighted words are internal modifications. I was wondering if you could please, convenient time. So another example, I might be wrong, but I'm not sure if saying that is appropriate. So again, I'm not sure, I might be wrong. Instead of saying it is wrong to say that, or instead of saying, let me know when you can do it. Okay. So packaging your intention beautifully is a modification in words and phrases you add or change in your sentence. Another modification is external. That could be a reason you put forth, or that could be an explanation to something that you want, a complete sentence that you write to make something more clear. These are called external modifications. Example, I cannot write the test because I have been sick for the past couple of days. The reason you're giving here is external modification. I have just enrolled into your class, therefore I do not have the syllabus. Therefore, I have just enrolled into your class is the reason why you don't have the syllabus. So that's external modification. It's not like you say, give me the syllabus or I need the syllabus. Please send me the syllabus. That's not appropriate because you got to give a reason for it. In contrast, please send me the syllabus because I do not have it. That's not modification. The best approach is to have external and internal modification in your requests. For example, I'm afraid I don't have the course syllabus because I've just been enrolled in your class, in your course. I was wondering if you could please send me a copy of the course syllabus at your most convenient time. The yellow highlighted sentence or phrase is external modification, and the green one are internal modifications. Another one, I regret to inform you that I will have to miss the test because I have come down with a bad flu and I don't want to pass the virus around. Could you kindly let me know if there is anything I could do to make up for the test? So here you have internal and external modification. And what's more important is that you are not asking your professor to do something that you want. You are giving the freedom of choice to your superior, to your supervisor, to your professor. You're saying, is there anything I can do? Instead of saying, can you give me the makeup test? So you got to think critically to sell your idea. All right, so external and internal both can be used in your requests. Find examples of internal and external modification in the email messages. So we got to go back. Email 2.1 here. Do we have? I would like to familiarize myself. Yes, this is because I would like to familiarize myself is the external modification. The word please is a weak internal modification, but not very good. Okay, so internal, external. This one, no. Here, there's nothing. There is a please for making it internal modification, but there are so many other elements that make this email rather inappropriate. My name is this. I missed today's lecture because I'm sick. This is external modification, but there's no internal. Unfortunately, I missed today's lecture, so that would be internal. It's not there. Here, there is no external modification. Nothing. There's one internal here, but this as soon as possible makes it so rude, not good. And some inappropriate words such as chunks. Chunks is very much colloquial. Moving on. Here, no external, no internal. When can I come to your office and talk to you? Not good. There is a please that is internal, but not very much external modification, not good. So for this one, you could say something like, I'm writing an email to follow up on the message I sent you, the attachment I sent you earlier last week, earlier this week. And I would like to know if you could let me know whether you got my message, something like this. So no information, just please let me know if you got my assignments. A little more information can do a better job. Now, what suggestions? We talked about it. Now, there is a sample letter in the next slide, When you please stop the video in the next slide and think about these things. Ethos, logos, pathos in the email. Tone, what's the tone? What genre is it? Who's the audience? What's the purpose? Can you find internal and external modifications in the email? What's the opening? What's the body, closing, and sign off, and counter argument, and rebuttal? All right, so ethos, logos, pathos, and the rest. Okay, you can pause this video here, write down the items that you should identify in the email, and do it. So please stop this video here, read the email carefully, and find these elements in the email. I'm gonna move on, but before I move on, please stop this video and read this email carefully. Okay, thank you. Now here is the email that you read, but in the complete format. So you have the sender's address here, that is the writer's address. You've got date here, and you've got the recipient's address, then the salutation and opening, dear Mr., the title Ness, then the main idea, the main purpose of writing this email, I'm writing to complain about smoking in non-smoking areas on North Campus. Okay, we're talking about Humber College. So who are you as the writer? At the beginning, the writer is introducing herself and saying, I am a student, full-time student, and this is the problem I have. So it gives ethos, that's ethos, gives credibility to the writer. If the writer is not a professor, is not a staff, is not a student, then the writer cannot be credible. All right, so ethos here. This purple is pathos. When you read this, I have an acute allergy, and my allergy is aggravated due to this thing, this problem. So when you read it, you sympathize with the writer because of this problem. So this sentence is pathos. Then we have data and information, logos. This green is logos, information, detail, information, evidence. And here again, because of these words, they are emotionally charged, and they are pathos again. Here, there is a reason why this problem is aggravated. External modification, more information. Internal modification here, please consider the following. The writer is not saying, these are my suggestions, please take them. The writer is saying, please consider these suggestions. This gives the freedom of choice to the reader, to the recipient. You should do that when your reader is higher authority. The reader has power, right? So this way you have a better chance to convince your reader. Please consider the following, not please do the following, right? This is the format of formal business email writing, letter writing, because you have enumeration, 1, 2, 3, 4. This way, it makes it easy for the reader to get your point because of the style. And then here at this point, the writer is thinking critically and bringing a counter argument. I know it is difficult, but our health is also important. That's rebuttal. So counter argument, always an important, necessary, absolutely essential part of having an argument. Without a counter argument, without answering the opposition, your argument is not complete. You say, these are the things I want because of these problems, because of this problem that I have, because of what I have done didn't work. These are my suggestions, and I know you have some problems, but this is more important. So counter argument and rebuttal. Pre-closing, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, blah, blah, blah. And then best regards, name, and that's it. So the format is a formal email. The content has all the elements of a good argument, ethos, pathos, logos, counter argument, rebuttal, modification, external, internal, business style, enumeration, and that's it. Let's go back to our PowerPoint slides. Where is it? Here it is. PowerPoint slide. We have one more slide, and that is analyze your email message. So for your practice, please go into your sent box, find a letter or email, find an email that you have sent to someone to complain something or to request something. Find out whether you have a sound argument, whether you have internal and external modification, whether you have the elements, that is ethos, pathos, logos, addressing the recipient, pre-closing, closing, sign-off word, and all of that, the things that you learned today here, okay? That's it for now. I hope that this video can help you write better emails from now on. Okay, gotta stop now. Thank you so much, and good luck to you.